Hey folks, how y'all doing? This is Con Ulrich coming to you with what looks like it's going to be XCOM once more, but I admit it's going to be with a slight twist. I'm sure all of you guys out there have been seeing all the new XCOM 2 videos coming out, all the secret, first looks and things like that, and I thought to myself, man, I haven't touched XCOM in a while. And I was going to go back to Long War, and I realized that we are about 25 missions in, and it was going to take us about another 4 years for us to get through it. So I admit I kind of was a sissy, and I backed out of it a little bit, and what I want to do is run through it, the single-player campaign, at least one more time. I'm going to put it on Classic, but I will also put it on Ironman, so that we're not going to completely make it too easy. I was going to put it initially on Impossible, but I don't find joy in suffering, so I'm just going to keep it on Classic, and at that point, challenge, but at the same time, not going to kill us. Advanced options are ready, Progeny, Slingshot, Ironman, blah, 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 blah. Second wave, there's a ton of stuff we could be using, but it would just honestly take a long time for us to get through it, and I admit that I have not played the actual regular vanilla game in forever. So I've been playing Long War for about, I don't know, a year, 18 months, all the various formats of it. So we're going to stick with Classic. We're going to go right into it, and we'll probably skip the opening cinematic. Just a little bit of a warning. I just want to show you the Buckminster Fuller quote, and then I think we're going to go straight to the actual game itself. But I love this quote. And I feel nothing but kind of like strange contempt to people who are going to walk close to a giant thing that falls from the sky and then it glows green. So, we're just going to let natural selection take its course, and we're going to move on. Now, of course, the Long War beta and the Long War, all those mods give you a different chance to do huge amounts of customization where you put your troops initially, so countries, all that kind of good stuff. I think what I will do is honestly just keep it at probably North America, because North America has a lot of funding between Canada and the US. Taking this early, the air and space is going to allow us to have a much quicker air game, a much more finely crafted air game, I would say. And yeah, South America is pretty easy to get. Europe's going to be a little harder, and Asia's going to be a little harder, but let's go good old US of A and see what happens. So this is that garage mission that used to be so much fun to play in the more long ward mods of everything.
Strike one, this is Central. You are free to engage all hostile contacts in the AO. Don't take any chances.
It has really been a really long time since I played vanilla, so you have to give me a little bit of an opportunity to kind of get reused to all the heads up in the interface. Alright, so I think first things first, we'll just slide right back on top of this garage. My guess is we'll probably proc 4 different pods of aliens, but you know what? We're going to be positive about it. Hey, and we haven't procced anybody just yet. Fantastico. One thing I'll note immediately that's very different from the Long War stuff is that we are always going to start right by the Sky Ranger, for one. And for two, you will notice that in the upper right-hand corner right over here, that we now know how much mail is on the map. We don't know how much it's going to give us, but at the same time we know at least it exists. Which, if you want to be very G.I. Joe, knowing is half the battle.
10-4.
Right now, it looks like the Charlie's Angels squad. We have Habika, we have Megan, and we have Aaron. And here's Toby, just kind of chilling out.
That's affirmative.
Alright, so we're going to play it kind of close to the chest. Take 3 guys up top, 1 guy below. Maybe clear the rest of the roof real quick first, with the person who's furthest back.
On the move.
And we've more or less cleared this roof right over here, so probably what we'll do with the other 2 guys is post up, overlooking, let's say, the ground floor.
I'm on the move. Heading to that location.
Alright, so here's the kind of goofy one, because I'm not entirely sure what to do with Habika just yet, so maybe we'll just keep her on Overwatch for a second. Megan as well. I think those sectoids are going to be just inside the building, which would be just our luck. But to find out, we'll have to get in there. And actually, where's the meld? Oh, look, there's meld back over here. So, we're actually gonna just run to the other side of the roof, I think. Maybe we'll clear out the back of this first. We'll see.
Heading to that location.
Kind of like to start off the
Headed there now.
campaign with a nice little bit of meld.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Okay, so it's 2 ceiling tiles off the edge.
Alien object in
Is line of
sight.
sight.
On my way.
Will do.
Solid copy.
Alright. And of course there's one on the other side of the world. So, what I think we're going to do is have Habika
I'm on it,
clear this
Commander.
area.
Look sharp,
Oh,
enemy
never mind.
pulling up.
When they're doing something very, very nice like that, like group all the way up, I have to do nothing. I can't do anything else but just frag them. So, frag up.
Going out.
And I thankfully didn't have to listen to that nonsense from Valen. Please don't destroy the weapons of the aliens who are going to shoot at you.
I'm on the move.
Just to send Megan down. Next turn, I should pick up the meld. We'll be all set. And I guess I'll shift everybody back over here to the other side.
Rolling.
It's going to be a little bit weird to be working without so many extra tiers of armor and tech and everything like that. But I'm hoping that we can have ourselves kind of a swift run through this particular campaign.
Running.
It really has been a while, but at the same time, I really can't get over the fact about how soon, first of all, XCOM 2 is going to be coming out. As of right now, it's supposed to be, the slated release is in, what, February, I think it is? February 2016? Which is, of course, only a few scat months away.
I'm on the move.
And I wouldn't feel right playing the new one without
Get it
playing out the
done.
old one and thinking to myself, man, how did we go from winning the fight in the first one to blowing it in the second one? Sector which to the right?
What's making that noise?
Rats. Very, very big rats. I won't lie to you guys. I actually did try to start an Ironman Impossible,
Okay.
and it wasn't pretty. It didn't matter what I did, how many times I ran the stupid campaign. It was like, okay, cool. First mission, you lose 2 out of 3, 2 out of 4, something like that. It was awful.
Solid copy.
You know, I was playing it straight. I played it. Wasn't trying to like goof with it, not trying to game it on anything like that, because, well, the computer, the AI rather, in the Long War mod gives a pretty hefty buff.
Rolling up.
Cool. Everyone's got a nice line of fire. But yeah, it's a little hard to game the program after being so used to the other one.
Neutralize.
Hey, did I just take 2 out? Oh no, I've just fired twice into the same guy. Well done there, guys. Well done. Jerks.
Moving to
Habika,
position.
you are apparently going to be the queen of the battlefield, I think. Death to you.
Nice.
I need want to get the other kill too. I think Aaron has earned a little bit of
Aye, aye, Commander.
attention. Hey boys, how are we doing today?
Planted 'em.
Good work out there, Strike One.
And that
If I may,
was
Commander,
how we
the
do.
labs are on high alert. Teams are standing by for your orders. We can begin researching the newly recovered artifacts immediately.
So that's a piece of cake so far. So we're just gonna head back and see what goes on and get through the initial stuff, I suppose. I wonder why it is in the games, like computer games, it's always this feminine voice. I think I've read at some point that supposedly,
Welcome to XCOM HQ, Commander.
you guys have heard this before, that
I'm
supposedly
Central Officer Bradford. My role in this project is twofold.
people are much
Providing
more
tactical
receptive
support for our field operations,
to a
and
feminine
keeping you
voice
briefed on
over
the current
top
situation.
of, you know, like an
My
urgent
efforts should
situation,
allow you
or
to
giving me
focus on the bigger
suggestions.
issues
Apparently
at
that
hand.
kind of like that
Speaking
husky,
of which,
kind of
we
sexy
have a
phone
soldier waiting
voice
for a promotion
supposedly
in the barracks.
increases people's, I
You get to it.
don't want to say perceptions, but increases the reaction times, increases their kind of malleability. It's kind of a very interesting thing to check out. If I remember where I read that, I will definitely post a link to that.
They're really taking care of business down there, and without so much as a scratch.
Alright, so Hibika, she's gonna get this. Squatty, cool. Run and gun, of course. And the sniper.
Commander to the research labs. Commander to the research labs.
I guess that's Toby over here. Is probably going to be our big boom guy.
Are being unloaded, and the research team is waiting your orders. We'll get started as soon as you give the order, Commander.
Alright, cool. So I'm going to run through all this other nonsense so that way we can just kind of get it done.
Ah, Commander. I was wondering when you'd be stopping by. Welcome to engineering. Anything they can dream up in the research labs, we can build it here. Speaking of which, Dr. Valen has just sent us some new schematics. With your approval, we will begin fabrication.
All I can think of whenever he says something like, whatever those people in research can dream up, we can build here.
Hello, Commander.
What the wonderful world
My
of
name is
XCOM.
Dr.
What will they
Valen.
think up next?
I oversee the research labs. This is where all of XCOM's research and development takes place. We have already begun analyzing the artifacts recovered from our first encounter with the aliens. Based on our preliminary findings, we believe we can use them to develop some new equipment for our soldiers. With your approval, we will begin research immediately.
One kind of wonders why they can't be a little bit more self-actualized.
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission control.
Okay, xenobio, weapon fragments, aliens, or meld. I really can't recall what all these things do, so we're just gonna go and do, I think, weapon fragments.
I agree. That does seem to be the most pressing of our current research options. We'll begin immediately. I will notify you when a complete report is available.
Okay, so we don't have anywhere near enough. Oh, jeez, okay. I really forgot how crazy slow the base first is here. I'd love to be able to turn this area down here into kind of a power station area, but it's going to be kind of a hard thing to get done. Oh well, we'll plan it eventually. Our barracks is pretty sweet. Oh yeah, that's what I was going to do. Build and buy items. So medkits, no. Satellites, yes. We're going to build 2 satellites. Actually, we're going to cancel 2 satellites because...
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission control.
Oops. And build 1 satellites at a time. Our hangar is still pretty spiffy. Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to actually rename the guys this time, but that's too bad. Oh well. Let's go mission control real quick.
Commander to mission control. Commander to mission control.
I'm here, aren't I? Why? They're not giving me anything? Alright. Well, they're gonna talk to me in a second or two, telling me about how this is gonna be an alien abduction, I'm sure.
Commander, we've picked up multiple requests for assistance. Abductions in progress are marked on the hologlobe.
I forgot about this. They actually have an option at this point. So, I don't really care about the scientists. It's not gonna bother me that much. $200 would be nice. I'm not getting the idea that probably going to getting the engineers is going to be even better so I can get a satellite uplink as quick as possible. So we're going to do that. We're going to realize that our squad over here is ridiculously underpowered. We're not going to worry too much about it. I really can't carry anything over here, can I? Jeez. I don't even own medkits, do I? Oh my gosh, 1 second, I'll be right back. There we go, my bad. I kind of forget that in the vanilla, they don't actually give you stuff like medkits immediately. It's not, you know, there's no like, hey, here's medkits for everybody. You have to actually build the stupid things. So Hibika's gonna be our medkit dude. She has absolutely nothing else. I really forget how slow this game starts. Wow. Alright, Coke, we're going to try to keep you on board just so that way we have other people there. How many people do we have? Not as many as I want. Oh well. Alright, I'm thinking, actually, after I launch this mission, after I complete this mission, I have been sorely remiss about recognizing you, my subscribers out there. I'm going to start putting you guys into this list. I'll try to rotate you guys through, and heaven forbid that we start dying, but, you know, let's start the mission and we'll see what happens.